Tara was my patient. She came in with a huge amount of knowledge about melanoma, and she came in with an amazingly supportive family. They surrounded her with love and support from the very beginning. She started this foundation when she was really sick with melanoma. She knew it wasn't going to directly benefit her. What her drive was to help those that followed.
She was focused on raising money so that she could protect the next person. I felt very much like I was one of those next people.
She was convinced that research was going to be the way to make advances, and she committed herself to making that happen.
When I remember I was watching a video about the 40th anniversary for the Abramson Center, and she was 3 weeks removed from brain surgery. She was able to write a speech, and she delivered the speech in high heels. She was inspirational.
The fact that the Tara Miller Foundation is able to fund some of the research that's coming out of, one of the best cancer hospitals in the world is really amazing.
The funds from the foundation are to make discoveries, to not just do incremental work, but let's find the paradigm shifting idea.
It's been remarkable how many scientific papers and discoveries have come out of the Tara Miller Foundation's philanthropic work, but mainly how many patients' lives have been saved through these advances.
Many years ago, I myself received funds from the foundation to look in the laboratory and do the experiments, and we're in the middle of that clinical trial now. And we hope to see a positive result from that trial in the next year, and maybe that's a breakthrough we've been looking for.
So what the foundation can be so proud of is that they've led to research projects that have led to new FDA-approved treatments that are saving lives today.
I ended up doing a clinical trial with Dr. A, and I had these targeted therapy, which were just pills I took at home. Dr. A told me from the very beginning that the issue with those drugs was that you start to build up a tolerance for it.
One of the fundamental aspects of it is to really understand why these cancer cells get smart. So we figured out a drug that we could repurpose, and we took that idea in the lab with support from the Tara Miller Melanoma Foundation. That allowed us to convince companies to support us in taking it into phase 1 trials.
Fast forward 5 years, and it worked. It started shrinking everything. It shrunk the one in my heart. So I was really fortunate, and that was what did it. So I've been no evidence of disease since then.
The experience of taking care of patients with advanced melanoma who actually are cured, I actually didn't think I would see in my lifetime.
One of the first things a diagnosis of cancer does is it takes away the future that you took for granted. But I'm convinced that the lessons that Dr. Schuchter learned from being with Tara certainly benefited me.
I think that we've done so much, but we don't advance the field by congratulating ourselves on what we've accomplished. We advance the field by identifying what's still missing and how can we do better for the patients who are not surviving. And I think that she would push us to work harder for those patients.
If Tara could see some of the patients like myself that have benefited in the way that she had really dreamed and hoped that we would, that has, come to life.
We look now at what Tara challenged us to do 10 years ago and what we have done. We hear her voice saying, you got to do more, but we're making great progress. She'd be very proud of.
What this community has done to impact melanoma and improve the lives of patients with melanoma has been astonishing and incredible. And you know that Tara would be so proud of what this community is doing. So a huge thank you to all of you. What a difference you've made.